I'll get Greg to go over to Harry's party.
Have a good time, son.
I thought I'd give a kid a treat.
That's from there.
Yeah, old Joe, college Wainwright, they call me. Well, freshman, looks like you're going to make it after all, huh? Hey, Harry, you're the guy I want to see. The coach has heard all about you.
He has?
Yeah, he's followed every game, and his mouth's watering. He wants me to find out if you're going to come along with us.
Yeah, well, I got to make some dough first.
Well, you better make it fast. We need great ends like you. Not broken down old guys like this one, huh?
George! Welcome back. My father, George. Putting a pool under this door is a great idea. Save this another building. Now, Harry, Sam, have a lot of fun. You're not just there to eat free. A lot of food there now.
Hello.
What am I doing? George. Daddy! Well, it's all home. Do me a favor, will you, George?
What's that?
Will you remember my kid sister, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you, Marty. Dance with her, will you?
Oh, me? Oh, I feel funny enough already with all these kids.
Oh, come on, be a sport. Just dance with her one time and you'll give her the thrill of her life. Hey, Sam!
Don't be long, Marty. I'm not being one person.
Next thing I knew, some guy came up and tripped me. That's the reason why I came in fourth. If it hadn't have been for that race had been a cinch. I tried to find out who it was later, but I couldn't find out. Nobody'd ever tell you whoever won because they'd be scared. They know what
You
kind of a
remember
guy
George.
I am.
This is Mary. Well, I'll be seeing you.
Well.
Now, to get back to my story, see? Hey, this is my day.
Oh, why don't you stop annoying me?
Well, I'm sorry. Hey.
I like that. Steve, cannot leave.
Hello. You look at me as if you didn't know me.
Well, I don't.
You pass me in the street almost every day.
Give us a picture.
Ah, there's a little girl named Mary.
Oh, yes, the big
She did.
Charleston
She kept
contest.
looking at us.
Prize, the genuine loving cup. Those not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor. Let's go.
That's just like that'd be fun.
I'm not very good at that.
Neither am I.
Okay, what can we lose?
What's the matter, Othello? Jealous? Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor to open up? And did you further know that George Bailey is dancing right over that crack? I've got the key.
He's all sweating and then he's just...
Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo girl, can't you come out tonight?
No leaves. Stop. Because he goes,
Just like an organ. I told Harry I thought I'd be bored to death. You should have seen the commotion in that locker room. I had to knock out 3 people to get this stuff we're wearing. You know, let me hold that old wet dress of yours.
Do I look as funny as you do?
I guess I'm not quite the football type. You look wonderful. You know,
Like
if it
her
wasn't
hair
for
dye,
I'd
all
say you were the
perfect.
prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will say it. How old are you anyway?
18.
18? It was only last year you were 17.
Too young or too old?
Oh, no. Just right. Your age fits you. You look a little older without your clothes on. I mean,
Looks like she's more
without
like
a dress.
26,
You look
actually.
older. I mean younger. You look, you just, hold on, here.
Sir, my train, please.
A pox upon me for a clumsy lout. You're a caboose, me lady.
You may kiss my hand.
Hey, Mary.
As I was lumbering down the street, down the street, down the street.
Okay, then I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old house.
No, you see, you make
Heard
a
of
wish
this
and
the
then try and break
first
some glass
take.
in. You gotta be a
They were
pretty
gonna
good
have
shot
a
nowadays,
stand-in
too.
through
Oh,
the
no,
rock
George,
floor.
don't. It's full of romance, that old place.
She used to play
I'd like to
baseball.
live in it.
But she wanted to do it
In
herself,
that
and she did
place?
it on the first try.
I wouldn't live in as a ghost, no. It's right in the second floor there, see?
What'd you wish, George?
Well, not just one wish, a whole hatful. Mary, I know what I'm going to do tomorrow and the next day and next year and a year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. Then I'm coming back here and go to college and see what they know, and then I'm going to build things. I'm going to build airfields. I'm going to build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm going to build bridges a mile long. Well, you going to throw a rock? Hey, that's pretty good. What'd you wish, Mary?
Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Buffalo gals, can't you come out tonight?
Dance by the light of the moon. What'd you wish when you threw that rock?
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I don't, it might not come true.
What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary.
I'll take it. Then what?
Well, then you could swallow it. And it'd all dissolve, see? And the moonbeams would shoot out of your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I talking too much?
Yes. Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
How's that?
Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
Want me to kiss her, huh?
Oh, you just wasted on the wrong people.
Hey, hold on. Hey, mister, come on back out here. I'll show you some kisses that'll put hair back on your head. What do you... Mary? Okay, I give up. Where are you?
Over here. In the hydrangea bushes.
There you are, catch. Wait a minute. What am I doing? This is a very interesting situation.
Please give me my robe.
Man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
I'd like to have my robe.
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway.
Ouch! Oh.
Gesundheit.
George,
Requires a little thought here.
give me my robe.
I've read about things like this, but I never...
Shame on you. I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Well, my mother's way up in the corner of it.
They're way downtown. They'd be on my side, too.
Then I'm going to scream.
Maybe I could sell tickets. Let's see. No, the point is, in order to get this robe, I've got it. I'll make a deal with you, Mary.
George, come on home, quick. Your father's had a stroke.
Mary, I'm sorry. I've got to go.
Come on, George, let's hurry.
You got a doctor?
Yeah.
Campbell's there now.
I think that's all we'll need you for, George. I know you're anxious to make a train.
I have a taxi waiting downstairs.
I want the board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out in the past few months. Good luck to you at school, George. Now we come to the real purpose of this meeting, to appoint a successor to our dear friend, Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get to my real purpose.
Wait just a minute now.
Wait for what? I claim this institution is not necessary to this town. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
Molly gets dirty. I'll read this next time. George, did you hear what happened?
It's too soon after Peter Bailey's death to talk about chloroforming the building and loan.
Peter Bailey died 3 months ago. I second Mr. Potter's motion. Very well. In that case, I'll ask the 2 executive officers to withdraw. But before you go, I'm sure the whole board wishes to express its deep sorrow at the passing of Peter Bailey.
Thank you.
It was his faith and devotion that are responsible for this organization.
I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the building and loan.
Oh, that's fine, Potter, coming from you, considering that you probably drove him to his grave.
Peter Bailey was not a businessman. That's what killed him. Oh, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals, so-called. But ideals without common sense can ruin this town. Now, you take this loan here to Ernie Bishop. You know, that fellow that sits around all day on his brains in his taxi, you know. I happen to know the bank turned down this loan. But he comes here, and we're building him a house worth $5,000. Why?
Well, I handled that, Mr. Potter. You have all the papers there, his salary, insurance. I can personally vouch for his character.
Friend of yours.
Yes, sir.
You see, if you shoot pool with some employee here, you can come and borrow money. What does that get us? A discontented, lazy rabble instead of a thrifty working class. And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey stir 'em up and fill their head with a lot of impossible ideas. Now, I say...
Just a minute. Now, hold on, Mr. Potter. Just a minute. Now, you're right when you say my father was no businessman. I know that. Why he ever started this cheap penny-ante building and loan, I'll never know. But neither you nor anybody else can say anything against his character because his whole life was... Why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he never once thought of himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? He didn't save enough money to send Harry to school, let alone me. But he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. And what's wrong with that? Well, you're all businessmen here. Doesn't make them better citizens, doesn't make them better customers. You said that what'd you say just a minute ago? They had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home? Wait for what? Until their children grow up and leave them? Until they're so old and broken down that do you know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Just remember this, Mr. Potter, that this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath? Anyway, my father didn't think so. People were human beings to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, in my book, he died a much richer man than you'll ever be.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
I know very well what you're talking about. You're talking about something you can't get your fingers on, and it's glowing you. That's what you're talking about. I know. Well, I've said too much. You're the board here. You do what you want with this thing. There's just one thing more, though. This town needs this measly one-horse institution, if only to have some place where people can come without crawling to Potter. Come on.
Stand sentimental hogwash. I want my motion exercised.
Boy, oh boy, that was telling George, oh boy, you shut his big mouth. You should have heard him.
What happened? We heard a lot of yelling.
Well, we're being voted out of business after 25 years. Easy come, easy go.
Here it is. Help wanted. Female.
You still want me to hang around, George?
Yeah, I'll be right down.
Notice that back in those days, hook wanted female. They'd never say that these days.
Never mind, don't worry about that. They're putting us out of business. So what? I can get another job. I'm only 55.
56.
Go on, go on. Hey, look, you gave up your boat trip. Now you don't want to miss college too, do you?
George, they voted Potter down. They want to keep it going. George, you did it. They got one condition. Only one condition. What's that? And that's the best part of it. They've appointed George here as executive secretary to take his father's place.
Well, no, but Uncle Billy is...
You can keep him on, that's all right. As secretary, you can hire anyone you like.
Dr. Cannonall, let's get this thing straight. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance. Uncle Billy here. He's your man.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
I know. He didn't go.
That's right. Not only that, but he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. Harry became a football star, made second team All-American.
Yeah, but what happened to George?
George got 4 years older waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan.
Now, there are plenty of jobs around if somebody likes to travel. Look at this, here. Venezuela oil fields. Wanted, man with construction experience. Here's the Yukon. One right here. Wanted, man with engineering experience.
Did you let her go?
There she blows.
Yeah.
You know what the three most exciting sounds in the world are?
Do you think we
Breakfast
should
is
let her go
served,
to the
lunch is
bathroom?
served, dinner. No. Anchor chains, plane motors, and train whistles.
Peanut.
There's the professor now. Old professor,
Well, George,
Bless us if you want to go. It's just because I can't wash your tops, so it's like, okay. But don't take forever, and if you're leaving your conditioner on your hair, turn off the water while you're doing that, okay? Can't take a super long shower, I'm going to beat you up. I want to see if Misty wants to go out.